Oh, yeah. The boys are back with a brand new, exciting episode with a very special guest.
Not a guest.
Welcome to Unsought Opinions with the boys. Ben, who do we got today?
We have
Not a guest.
one of our favorite guests.
Nope.
I think he's maybe
I would say
the most.
I saw a comment. There's nothing I could do.
The most recurring guest. Oh, wow. It's in pieces.
Dude, it's okay. It's just an Ed Sheeran guitar.
Put it next to that skateboard up there.
He's maybe our most recurring guest of all the guests. Luke.
Joy's been
I
on
don't
a
think
few
it's
times. Have you been on more than Joy?
I am not a guest, so I don't know.
Welcome.
I'm a invested partner. My name is on the door somewhere.
Speaking of which, we had another cash dump. You owe us money.
All right, as long as you stop referring to me as a guest.
It's fine. It's fine. What's going on, Luke? How you been?
Good, man.
Yeah, tell us.
Are you actually good? I saw you hobbling in here.
I am good. I did break my foot.
Tell us about your week.
Yeah, dude. Broke my foot. Third day on the
Is that why you were late?
Yeah. That's why I'm late all the time now. I'm just hobbling around on crutches.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
It's the
dude.
stairs.
Yeah, I broke my foot. So need surgery. They said I could
you
either.
serious?
Yeah, dude. They said I could either let it heal, but right now the problem is it's like my pinky toe.
Oh, I thought that was a joke. Let it heal because it's your foot.
Nice.
It's a good one.
That's what I thought you were going for.
Dude, the soundboard's inverted, and I just crushed it. So I feel really good.
Yeah, you're doing good. Okay, go ahead.
They said I could just let it heal, but I'll have like a weird, like basically like.
Bro, that's what happened to my clavicle.
dude.
Rather than surgery, I just let it have a weird lump on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were
But
like,
because of that, I now have a terrible shoulder
Yeah.
because of the...
that's what they said.
all
They're
the
like,
stuff.
it's gonna be weird. Like your shoes will never fit right again, probably. And also, they're like, you're young, you'll be on your feet a lot for your job, so you should probably just get the surgery. I was like, okay.
So you were like in a burning building and this happened?
Yeah, I was like saving. I had 2 kids in my arms, and then a dog was on my back.
How'd the dog hang
And
on?
got all the way out. He was biting my pack.
Oh.
So yeah, he was.
That's a good dog.
And as soon as we got out, everyone's saved. Pictures were taken. Break my foot.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's actually just going down the steps.
My favorite line, you sent the text to us that you broke your foot, and Dan said, this is why you should have used the pole.
Yeah, do you have a fire pole?
I wish that'd be.
It would've saved
I
your
think
foot, dude.
insurance expects it.
Dude, I wish we had a fire pole. It was just steps, and we have these dumb shoes that don't tie, so you can get them off in a hurry if you're trying to get your turnout gear on. So like no ankle support. So I was like going down the steps. Crack.
So I have a question.
Did people make fun of you like crazy?
Oh, absolutely. The jokes were coming in.
Did they step over you and still go to the call and just leave you there?
No, I was the only one upstairs. I was like making my bed for the day.
You're
'cause
like,
this was,
guys,
like, 2.
wait.
So wait,
No,
you had gotten a call at the station.
Yeah, I was upstairs. The bell goes off, and then you hear the dispatch, right? But like as soon as you hear the bell, as a rookie and in general, like you should go to the apparatus, like run to the. I'm on the engine, so like I go to like we go to most calls, but as soon as I run down, like I'm running down the steps, crack. I thought I rolled my ankle, and I've done that 100 times. So I was like, ow, that hurt, and then I kind of like kept running down to the engine, and then I heard the dispatch was for stroke, so the engine wasn't going. So I was like, literally just like, I kind of like just sat there on the engine because none of the guys from the engine ran out. I was like, ow. And then one of the guys from the
Can you
medic
explain
unit.
what is first stroke? You
for,
said
for a stroke. It was a
Oh,
stroke, not,
okay.
not like a fire or
Oh,
a
got
traffic
it, got it.
crash that the engine would go on. So yeah, it wasn't even a call. But that probably saved me so much because if it was something like that, I probably would have just sucked it up and ran on my foot and it would have like,
Destroyed it.
screwed it up bad.
Yeah. Where you
Yeah,
getting
you
surgery
probably
anyway.
needed surgery.
Yeah, dude.
I was like,
Worst case
kinda-
scenario, right?
you kind of already done the deed. That sucks.
It does suck. So I'll be out of work for a while, which thank God I don't have to pay anything. I
Was
don't
that-
have to worry about money.
Was
so.
that your first fire? Was that one of the first times the bell rang
No.
as a real firefighter?
It was a stroke.
No. No, it was probably. I mean, it was my 3rd day, so it was like it's like I go to the academy for 6 months and then I get out. But they told me
How many events have you gone to as an official
6.
firefighter?
6, 7.
It reminds me of the SpongeBob episode where he's like so excited to go into the bar and he trips.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty much what it was. They're like, wow.
Weenie, a general.
Well, I was kind of like,
episode.
you don't want to look like a weenie, so like,
Right.
So I was like, I'm good. And they were like, no, you need to get it checked out. And then because then the jokes were coming in hot around. Word travels fast. Like around the county, everyone's like, "Oh, Baumstark's going for a rolled ankle."
You got too excited.
For a rolled ankle, and then I sent the guys on my shift the picture of the X-ray, and they were just like, "Oh shoot!" Like, dude, if I hadn't gone, it would have been terrible because I would have.
Can you wiggle it around?
Yeah, it really doesn't hurt that bad, except for if I put pressure on it. But yeah, dude, it's
the front part. Like you can walk on your heel.
Yes,
and it doesn't hurt.
It will kind of like radiate up a little bit, but it's not anything like if I step on it.
Sure.
That just sucks.
What's the name of that bone?
It is your metatarsal.
I broke one of those.
Yeah.
Played the basketball game the next day, and then broke it way worse. It was
Surgery?
horrible. No.
You're so cool.
This guy, he's got some
In between.
janky old
They
feet.
just stuck me in a boot for a long time.
I was kind of hoping they'd put me in a boot because I feel like I've just been making it somewhat worse. But again, surgery.
So
they'll
do you
go
have a
and fix it.
surgery date?
No, because it's all a workers' comp thing. So they have to like run it through workers' comp first, so they'll approve it, and then they schedule the surgery. So I just saw them yesterday. They said I should hear from them in 24 hours. I called them today. They were like, we're still waiting on workers' comp, which was the same. I mean, it took me a week just to even get into the orthopedic because of workers' comp. This is boring.
Yeah,
I broke my foot.
Okay.
So-
How's your week, Dan?
It was good. My wife's cousin got married, so went up to Pennsylvania, and they got married in the same place we did, in that barn.
That's a cool barn.
Yeah. So instead of November when it was freezing, like we got married in, it was very hot.
You looked at me when you said we. I just wanted to be known that you and I did not.
And
get
he
married.
did wink. He winked with his left eye. The cameras can't pick
We
it up.
as in me and my wife.
Oh yes.
My wife and I.
No.
I think so.
If I took out my wife, would I say,
Yeah. I took my wife out.
wait, shoot. You're right, okay.
I think though you're supposed to say my wife and me in that instance. Like you don't say me and my wife. You never start with yourself.
Well, but it was
You're
an
always
I. So
It doesn't matter.
That's what me was going to say.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's true.
The one time I was an English teacher, that's the thing I had to teach. So I'm
but this
pretty
was
sure.
English to Costa Ricans, right?
No. This was actually at my kid's school.
Oh.
Do you actually know which one's correct?
Wait,
It's
what?
my wife and I.
My wife and I, or my wife and me. You never say
I-
me and
Yeah,
Luke.
yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I and my wife.
This is the worst content ever. Ben, how's your week, dude?
Can we invite a different guest next time?
Shut up.
Yeah, we need to up our guests. You'll never believe this, but I broke my foot.
No.
No, you did not.
I don't believe
Yeah,
it.
no, I didn't.
He's like, you don't see me limping.
Yeah, no, I didn't break my foot. So it was a good week.
Okay. Hey, what's today?
Tuesday.
What does the government think today is?
Oh, the government thinks that today is my birthday.
Bro.
Oh, happy birthday, Jinx. You owe me a
Hey,
birthday party.
I didn't
Stu,
say
can
that.
you do me a
It's
favor?
him.
I
There's
know.
a plate
Oh.
behind you. Can you grab that for me? Thanks, dude.
Wow, dude, if he set this up for your birthday, he's like your
This
best
is
friend.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I have been so hungry, and so I've just been waiting
Wow,
for these
my
bozos.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
What a legend.
So
You got two?
Dude, and they're red, white, and blue except
Wait,
for the
you
white.
got
yeah, except for the white.
Patriotic
but
of
the-
you halfway almost.
Dude, and it's like the thin red line, so it's for me too, right?
No.
Wait,
Oh,
wait. So
Sorry,
wait.
that meant to be blue. Shoot. We also, I got a 2 liter of Dr. Pepper for us to
Just chug, pass around the
consume.
group.
Well, there's also glasses over there.
We
but
will finish the whole thing by the end of the pod.
We have
Oh,
to.
dude, I could finish it by myself. That's not a problem.
Dude, why didn't you tell me that before I opened my own Dr.
Yeah,
Pepper?
okay, it was funny, right?
You idiot.
Dude, Steven, this is the most thoughtful thing you've ever done. And I was going to make fun of you for asking other people to do your shopping for you on our way here.
Well-
no ice? It's pretty awkward.
Stu, I got you. You have some as well, so you
Yeah,
can.
why don't you just
can
give me a
join
glass?
this.
Actually, for real,
Thanks.
there is no ice, though.
There was no way for me to sneak ice behind that little chair that he was at.
Yeah.
Dan walked up. He was like, oh, "You got cup cookie."
I heard him say, Steven.
It's like, dude, shut up.
I didn't know what it was for.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, so I'll let you. I refrigerated this a little bit.
You guys might want to get this on
Dude.
Hold the mic up to this.
Oh,
That was good.
that was a clean break.
That's a good one.
Hopefully a future sponsor of ours.
That was 23 flavors of excellence.
Yeah. Is that what the 23 is for?
Yeah.
Yeah, 23 different flavors all blended right there.
It's
into
basically
excellence.
a suicide.
Okay.
Every
what
time
are
you
the
drink it.
flavors?
cherry, Coke, Sprite.
Grenadine. So for all of our unsides out there, Ben has very few things about him that like delineate him from any other human. The one thing is he's a large fan of Dr. Pepper.
Dude, who isn't?
Right?
It's the best.
But particularly if you look in this man's fridge, the only thing that you'll see is Dr. Pepper.
That's not true.
It's pretty much true.
We were all just there.
He has body armors.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I do keep body armors on him.
I don't know how you feel about cupcakes or regular cakes or ice cream cakes or anything like that. So I just took a shot in the dark and got you some cupcakes.
actually allergic to all cakes.
He said he's allergic to all cakes, folks.
Perfect.
Oh, dude. Thanks.
So happy birthday, dude.
Thank
You're 36 now?
So good.
Did you do anything for your birthday?
No, I replumbed my whole house. So a lot of
You just have a bunch of plums around?
yeah, I got
Sounds like Steven needs that in his bathroom over here.
Plums?
Why would he need a bunch of plums in his bathroom?
Dan, can you hand me Sturt's glass?
Dude, let me tell you something.
Yeah, how was your week, Steve? Go ahead.
Well, this wasn't my week, but I replumbed, like I redid my master bath. And
Can you call it a bathroom?
That
took Yeah.
you a week.
I changed it. I had to change it to.
just replumbed my whole house today.
No one can hear you when you talk. So all your snarky comments.
Dude, I'm impressed that you...
This is unbelievable.
I didn't think
that
it would
just
be
the-
5 cups. I thought it would be way more than 5 cups.
I thought it was as well. We just used it all up. For those of you that aren't watching on the YouTube stream, you're going to be very lost. But just know that we're having a good time.
Oh, we're partying.
Anyway, so
Non-alcoholic.
I plumbed all the the shower and the tub and everything.
Can you say I did the plumbing?
No, I plumbed it, and
I think it's plamed.
you're right. I'm sorry. I plamed it, and then all of a sudden, like a little hole forms in the middle of my living room ceiling, and then now, and I can't
A hole?
A hole. For the life of me, I can't
All of a sudden?
figure out what is draining to it or why it's being caused because it's not consistent at all. And sometimes, like, the kids will take a shower or I'll take a shower, and then water literally rains from the ceiling. And then other times it doesn't do anything.
That used
So-
to happen in our.
I'm sure it's like a pressurized thing, and I got to put a vent somewhere or something. It's like backflowing, or I don't know what it is, but it's a mystery, and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, I would be so lost.
Is one of the 2 bathrooms a tub?
No. So both bathrooms have tubs, but the drainage lines are not. It's a shower connected to a toilet connected to 2 sinks.
Okay.
So I don't.
Maybe we'll talk about this after
Yeah.
the pod.
Thank you.
In other news, I got my pilot's license, guys.
Heck yeah.
All
So
right.
Oh, shoot. Wrong. Dang it.
so
I
we
think
can
Truce. Too many drinks.
we can start taking this. That was a burp for the ages. We can start taking the show on the road. You know,
Heck
Jamaica
Or in the air.
or
On the air, in the air.
on air in
Dude, we should have named our podcast that. Oh
the
my
Mile
gosh.
High Club.
Ooh.
We could do the Mile
The
High
4 of
Boy,
us.
the Mile High foursome.
Jeez.
The Mile High Men.
The Mile High Club. 3 guys and their guest.
Yeah, I don't understand why that's unacceptable, but
Each week we can take turns being the guest.
Oh, gosh.
we're gonna have to dump all of this. I think every episode we talk about dumping something, and I don't think we've ever done it.
I'll go first.
So, the Olympics.
Oh gosh.
Yep, that's good.
So,
Let's break down
Olympics. I haven't seen any of them. I
The
don't even know what channel
opening-
it's on.
Yeah, you were saying something about the opening ceremony, and I don't think any of us know what you're talking about.
You guys know what happened.
I know
opening-
what you-
So, just explain what happened in the opening ceremony.
Okay,
and I'll
so
explain.
here's what happened with the opening ceremony.
Cupcake.
And I'll tell you the chronology of how I saw it.
Eat a cupcake, Dan.
Ben, start the cupcakes.
Thank you.
He went blue, everyone.
His name is Blue.
He went blue.
I'm good, thank you.
No, what?
Dude, I'm like kind of like on a diet because I can't work out at all with my feet. So I'm trying not.
That's
to
why
gain
he
30
rolled up here with
pounds.
Dr. Pepper Zero cream soda, everyone.
Sure did.
He's been calorie counting all week.
Dude, I have.
That's
Been
smart,
trying to
dude.
crush it, so I don't
Smart.
get super fat.
I'm going to...
Why are you staring at me when you say that?
I'm going
As
to...
I'm guzzling Dr. Pepper.
Don't look at me.
Turn off the camera.
Your dad's 10 pounds.
So anyway,
Oh gosh.
opening ceremonies is a weird French thing that they're singing and stuff, and then it looks to me when I see it
Is it their anthem?
no, the Last Supper made up of gender fluid individuals, transgender
Yeah,
people,
I mean,
and then this giant blue baby comes out on a
yeah. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing.
table.
So to
What's
be
the
fair,
blue baby?
It was a man who's dressed up.
Teletubby?
Anyway, so it ends up being there's a lot of Christian backlash. Harrison Butker from the Chiefs, the kicker for the Chiefs, who always keeps being in the news for being an outspoken Christian Catholic,
Yep.
is like losing it. Everyone's angry about it, and then the Olympic Committee comes in and they say, "We're sorry, we didn't mean to offend anyone. We were just trying to promote inclusion and everything." And all the Christians are saying this is a mockery of our Last Supper. And who did Donatello? It wasn't Leonardo da Vinci? That's who it was.
Leonardo
Did
DiCaprio.
Did he do the Last Supper?
Was
that Leonardo
That
da
was
Vinci?
Jesus and
Okay.
his disciples.
So anyway,
Idiot.
and then the response from the rest of society was saying it's not even the Last Supper. It was supposed to be a big feast for Dionysus, who is the Roman god of or he's Greek god and Roman of like partying and drinking and fertility and stuff like that.
the orgy god, probably.
Yeah. So the apology that they submitted didn't clarify that we weren't doing the Last Supper or anything about that. They were just saying we weren't trying to offend anyone, which is kind of weird to me. And then other people, it's still being perpetuated as it was the Last Supper, but you added, a Greek god in the midst of it, which is just theoretically the viewpoint that people are taking. I'm not going to draw one side of the aisle or the other on this one. Is that it is a blaspheming and mockery of one of the largest religions in the world.
Right. How many Middle Eastern, like Muslim countries, are in the Olympics?
I haven't followed the Olympics.
Yeah, I don't watch the
Well, I
Olympics.
think a lot of them are banned because of just their leaders and stuff, but I feel like they would be even more outspoken than Christians just based on how strict they are.
You mean if it was against Muslims or just in general?
No, just like, well, more so the sexualizing of just everything that they were trying to do.
Yeah.
I think in the Olympics, if it was like in their country, maybe it'd be a real problem. Like if they were hosting it. But I think just showing up to the Olympics, it's such a huge like money thing that they probably didn't care that much.
They probably that most countries are in debt for like 20 years after the Olympics that hosted.
Yeah, dude. It
like
just
destroys their city, doesn't
Destroys
it?
the
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, like apparently they did in like Rio that one year, and it was like disgusting.
Oh yeah. Well, that was just awful.
Yeah.
What do they? What's the reasoning behind it that they get in?
I think they
'Cause
just
they pour
neglect
in
everything.
billions.
I'm asking the financial advisor.
Go ahead.
They
Yep.
just
go ahead.
pour billions of dollars into the infrastructure and whatnot, and then for all those people all at once, and then as soon as they're gone, it just goes to waste.
Dude.
They typically don't use it.
Did you hear about this? Is one of my favorite stories that I heard about specifically the Paris Olympics. So it's either the mayor of the city that no one likes or the president of
Paris.
France that no one likes.
Pierre?
But they wanted to clean up the Seine River before the Olympics. I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but they did this like big movement to clean up the Seine so that when people show up, like the Paris doesn't look like a disgusting turd fire. And so I've not gotten to the good part yet. The citizens who hate either the mayor of Paris or the president, I don't know who it was. Forgive me for that, but they started this petition to start pooping in the Seine.
Oh
and so
my God.
all these people are just taking dumps in the river
Are you
just
serious?
as a protest.
That
to
is
the
They
mayor.
did not or like a lot of the swimming team or rowing team or something like that wasn't able to practice because the river was too gross.
That's disgusting.
So funny to me.
Probably
But I didn't know they were doing that in it. I thought it was just muddy or something.
there a lot of sewage.
It's a little
Butt mud.
mucky. This.
Oh gosh, dude.
So you know that giant
chocolate bar.
Trying to row.
You know that giant machine that like dredges the ocean and river to get trash?
dredges.
Dredge. Well, trenching.
Isn't dredging something else?
Dredging is like when you're doing like
Like making an island or whatever, right?
gold panning and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You're
did they
like-
use that on that river? Is that where all the videos and stuff of it come from?
I have no idea. I would assume the Seine is the big river in Paris.
Yeah, no, but do you know anything about that machine?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe it's just in the...
This is very hard to have like an auditory medium and be able to eat a cupcake. I almost went for it before, but
I would like you to take a bite and then try to continue this conversation.
yeah, exactly. So what were you saying? You heard extra to
So
the story, so take it
unconfirmed
away.
reports, but if you Google it, there's like some. I don't know if it's legit or not, but apparently there was like a massive power outage. I really do not follow the Olympics, so I don't know if it was legitimately. I didn't watch the weird Last Supper thing. I don't know if that's what they were legitimately doing, and I also don't know what day it was. I know it was within a week or two or whatever, but I guess a week. But apparently, shortly after, I don't know how long after, like the city lost power, which people were saying like, "Dang, that's God being like, don't mock me," sort of thing. It's pretty crazy. Like,
Could it
just-
not be that there's millions and millions and
Oh,
millions
of
of
course.
people in Paris and it overstressed the system?
Do you think that there's a lot of people that said that tried to rationalize things in biblical times?
Well, there's also been
I
a
don't
lot of activists
You don't think that there was?
setting stuff on fire there. And I feel like
If the
cutting
things
power
were
was
on
one of the
fire,
ones.
things would not be dark. The whole city would be lit up if things were on fire, Dan.
You said it was a power outage, not the lights turned off.
Well, it looked really dark. It was kind of scary.
Look, that wasn't Paris. That was Egypt.
Go ahead and wash that cupcake down with a nice tall glass of Dr. Pepper.
Get the red spot off your tooth. It's bothering me.
So anyway, I mean, dude, that was gross.
Dude.
Your
He went
dentist
full
is going to hate
Listerine
you.
with the Dr. Pepper.
Hey, is anyone going to eat the extra?
No, go for it, bro.
I just realized that Steven bought a name brand drink for your birthday.
And
It's true, dude.
Very
Normally
kind
that'd
of
be
him.
Dr.
Thunder? Dude, I paid double what I would have paid if it was for my family.
What is that 2 liter run these
Double.
days?
Make sure that they don't listen to this.
$2?
$2 for a 2 liter.
They're
For what?
selling
For
off
Dr.
brand for
Pepper?
$1?
Yeah.
No,
It's
dude,
only 3
There's no
flavors
shot. Dr.
combined.
Pepper's just $2 flat. It's like $2.70 something, right?
No, it's a 2 liter? Dude, no.
Really?
Yeah.
It's only 5 cups.
We live in a great country.
I know. That's why I don't even buy the 24 ounces or the regular bottle.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
get a 2 liter when
Oh,
I'm driving
100%.
around.
Oh,
Dude, I want to see somebody doing that so bad.
dude, it's better value, bro.
It's got to be a dude with like a Jeep with no doors on it.
He's either really jacked or,
Or
Like
Steve.
the other, yeah, exactly. Or
So
could have been
anyway,
at the Last
It's kinda
Supper
hurt.
at the Olympics.
Right, exactly. He's just chugging Dr. Pepper. That's what the story was.
Hey, I did hear they're doing a breakdancing for a sport this year,
Yes.
which is probably pretty cool
Is it?
to watch.
Is that?
Breakdancing is awesome. Actually, I've been getting a lot of robot dancing on my Instagram feed, and it's great.
Gross.
Interesting.
Gross.
What are you into?
Dude, you're a freak.
Robot dancing?
Robot
Robot
dancing is
faces?
so
Like,
cool.
guy.
You get on Instagram?
Yeah, sometimes.
Dude, did you guys hear about Amazon One?
No, what is it?
Excuse me. Apparently, I don't know if it's like a wrist thing you buy or like an implant in your wrist, but apparently it's
Is it like a watch?
You can like go to checkouts and just put your wrist out and
Is
check
it,
out.
is it a watch?
That's crazy.
No, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. My wife was telling me about it this afternoon.
We need a Jamie.
We needed James.
That's what Stewie is.
Stu, how's it? You got Amazon One? Any file on Amazon One? Okay. Well, my he's like,
What'd you find? Anything interesting?
See, he needs a mic.
Hold on.
Yeah, he
Wait, you
needs
got to
a
come
mic.
over here.
Oh, that is creepy.
oh, dude, you got it?
The fast, convenient, contactless way to use your palm to pay at a store.
Dude, does it
What?
read your? Is it
Palm?
like a tarot card, like a palm reader?
It's tarot.
Tarot, like a carrot.
Oh, dude. What is it?
They actually have other technology too, where you don't have to get a chip, and it's just a camera seeing what you
Yeah, dude. The
carry
Amazon
out.
stores are nuts. So my parents went to one, and they just like there's cameras just everywhere all throughout the store. So you just go and you put stuff in your
They're
bag.
really cool, actually.
Did you go?
No, but I had a buddy who, at my last job, who used to shop there like exclusively because he was like, dude, you literally just put stuff in your cart and walk out, and it like sends you a bill on Amazon.
Yeah, but how do you bag it?
I think you can grab bags and just start putting stuff in the bag as you're like putting in your cart. And I don't remember if he said you like there's something on the cart that you just like scan it and put it in your cart. Or
I think
it's
that
as you walk out. It's
they-
like it scans everything as you walk out. I think he said. which
So
is
everything's got microchips in it.
pretty much, including your bananas.
Unbelievable.
I thought it was like product recognition from cameras, but
I think it is. Too.
I think it is, but he said literally
And
he
it
felt
makes
like he
it really
was
hard to steal.
stealing.
Yeah.
he felt like he was stealing because he just literally walk out.
Have seen. I think the count is like almost at 8 people now at the Walmart checkouts, and their dumb beacon light is still on, and they're just
robbing it.
putting
just
stuff
stealing.
blatantly.
Oh, dude, they don't care.
No, they don't care.
beacon light.
So self checkout has a big green light when there's a checkout available, and so whenever there's a checkout available, everyone's looking at the green
Do you
light.
do something or you just stare?
And there's what?
Do you do something or do you just look at it?
I just stare.
Wow.
Dude, would you say something?
I mean, would you like? I mean, I don't know.
What would you say? Because the employees are staring at them. Is it my job
The
to be
employees
like,
can't do anything.
That's
The-
stealing.
be like,
Hey,
"Lo-"
you're stealing.
Just like, hey, you want to tell loss prevention that they're stealing? They don't even do anything really.
I know.
It's all
I
like-
think we've had this
yeah.
conversation, but it's blatant stealing.
It is.
Like there's no.
They don't
I'm
care.
totally paying attention to that. I've never noticed
So-
that before.
It's unbelievable.
How many people? Like, is it like a high percentage of people are doing
Dude,
this?
I'm telling you, I know
It's
for
almost
a fact
every time I'm in Walmart. I
that
see
like
it.
a Walmart, even our local Walmart or whatever, probably has 20 to 30 shopliftings a day.
Oh my!
I could be wrong about that.
It's-
Maybe 10.
I
but
wonder what it was before this,
Oh
and then
my
now.
gosh.
But
This
now
used
it's
to
like
be such a quiet town.
I've
it's
seen the
so-
stack that they have, dude. There's just like a stack of paperwork. It's like all these people.
Why am I paying for groceries?
The stat for like
Because it's the right thing to do, Steve.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
the right
just
thing to do,
stealing from
cameras.
stores is insane. How much they're losing? It's like 20% of sales.
But what's crazy
20% of stuff is getting
is
taken.
like a place like Walmart. I think for a while they even stopped caring because it cost them more to go to court for all this stuff than to prosecute these people because like they could afford the loss, which is crazy.
That's crazy.
Then-
I mean, they're also not paying cashiers, and so the
Right.
amount that you're saving on that is
Why do they have 400 spots but only 1 or 2 people on?
Yeah, that drives me crazy.
Even on like a Black Friday, not all the spots are open. There's like
Yeah, I
maybe
don't know.
10. But what
That's
is
why
that?
I love self checkout because they're always all open. I never have to wait in line.
It's terrible if you have like
And you don't even have to pay for things. I mean, it's like just win, win, win all the way across.
Stu, will you eat one of these cupcakes, man?
or 2.
in California during 2020 or like after that, you could steal up to $1,000 and they wouldn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
They
there was
wouldn't
a-
prosecute you or anything.
Yep.
So people were just going
Well,
in and taking everything.
Yep. It's stupid.
So dumb.
What year did you get into law enforcement?
2020. 2022. Yes.
It's a great time to be a cop.
21. End of 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy. What a crazy world.
Dude,
Where all
it
the
is-
Walmart theft went up.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They're like, you got this idiot.
I'm not
Actually,
chasing that guy. He's
It
huge.
kind of is.
Have you guys heard of, and I probably shouldn't bring it up until I do a lot more research on it.
No,
but-
dude, that's not what this podcast is.
Yeah. First of all, have
This is
I
a facts only.
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
have I talked about the Benjamin Netanyahu thing?
Can
on
you
here?
say his name a little more proudly?
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that the Israeli prime minister?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so there's this guy. I don't remember his
Benjamin
name.
Netanyahu.
And he
President.
no. This was during World War II. He was a Jewish German, and he emigrates to America to escape Nazi Germany, right? He founds this big Jewish
Schindler's List.
society in New York or something, to the point where now it's like a big American Jewish society, and he was the founder of it. So he's a big deal in the Jewish community.
Ben Shapiro.
No. Anyway, apparently one of his pupils was Benjamin Netanyahu. So Benjamin Netanyahu studied in America and went to college here, and he was
I didn't know that.
his mentor. This guy was Netanyahu's mentor. This guy is on his deathbed apparently, and he tells Netanyahu, and again, this is unsubstantiated, so it could all be completely false. But he tells Netanyahu, like he has this prophecy that after Netanyahu,
Can you say Netanyahu more?
Dude, I'm trying. After Benji, at this point he's a college student, and so he just calls him. He said, "You're going to be a prime minister of Israel, and after you're done being prime minister, the Messiah is going to show up, like after your time." So fast forward in the 90s, and Netanyahu becomes prime minister. So all these people ears prick up. They're like, "Dude, he became the prime minister. This dude was right."
The prime minister.
Yeah. In like 2002, he steps down. Maybe he steps down in 98. I don't remember the timeline. And then the next person is absolutely not the Messiah. And so everyone's like, it was baloney. 2008, Netanyahu is prime minister again. Like, wait, is this the time?
And then Trump.
And then 2012, Netanyahu steps down or something. And they're like, wasn't it? We was wrong. Netanyahu in 2018 becomes the prime minister again. Dude won't stop being prime minister.
Yeah.
And so after him, what's going to happen?
Probably steps down.
He's going to step down. And whenever his last step down,
And then he'll become it again.
it's going to be 2027.
Did they finish building that altar yet?
I don't know. That's a good question. We're talking about the
red heifer altar.
the red heifer altar. Oh. If they have, it's not being publicized at all. So everything is crazy and lining up like weird stuff. So anyway, that brings me to the prophecy of the popes. Do you guys know anything about the prophecy of the popes?
Negative.
This is the point that I wanted to bring up. It kind of coincides with the Netanyahu thing, because if the Jews are expecting their savior, it's like, is that going to be the false Messiah? Is that going to be the real Messiah, but they're going to catch it this time because they're the remnant and all this kind of stuff? But either way, if their Messiah is going to show up, it's a big deal. So the prophecy of the popes is Paul was buried in St. Paul's Basilica in Rome, okay? Because he died in Rome. Well, they think that his bones are under there. In like 1100 AD, so this is 900 years ago, it was the first Irish Catholic to be sainted. Like he was doing actual miracles and stuff. The Catholic Church appointed him as a saint. He's the first one in Ireland. He goes to Rome to visit the Vatican as part of his pilgrimage. And while he's there, he has this crazy vision. And he starts just like speaking all these like prophecies and everything. And so someone writes them down apparently. But there's 112 prophecies. And each one of them lines up with 80% accuracy to each chronological pope after him. So since that time, there have been 111. We're on 112 popes right now. And then he says at the very end, that will be the day of Armageddon or whatever. After the last pope, after the 112th pope, it'll be the day of Armageddon. So in St. Paul's Basilica, they have all these like, I don't know if it dates all the way back to Paul himself, but they have like portraits and stuff of all the popes that have ever been in the Catholic Church. And it's like all pre-recognized and everything. They have all of these like tacks in the wall or nails in the wall that they hang the portraits on. And so at the time of the documentary that they were talking about all this on and everything, it was like 2012 that they were writing it. And they're like, we're on 111 now. So whoever the next pope is going to be the last pope. And then who's it now? Pope Francis, I think.
Yes. I think so.
And so like they said like someone specifically in the 20th century, they like each prophecy described the Pope so well with what they were saying. And then they said like John, whoever the one in the 40s is, they said, or no, it was during the Bolshevik Revolution that the Pope was going to see a large dark patch of a lot will turn away or whatever. And that was during the Bolshevik Revolution, World War II, and like millions and millions and millions of Catholics left the church or died and went to communism and different stuff. It might have been World War I, actually, with the Bolsheviks. Anyway, and then they said this...
I don't even know what a Bolshevik is.
It's the birth of communism, basically.
Okay.
Then the this last pope, they said he would like unceremoniously step down or something, or step down, which they've never had a pope step down or something like that. So like to call that shot 900 years before, and then he actually does step down.
Is this one of those? Just can I interrupt for a second?
A self-fulfilling prophecy where they're like
Where they kind of like tailor the
nudge it.
Yeah,
It may be. I don't know. But the point is,
pretty cool.
it's crazy that we're living in a time where, one, we see red heifer for the first time in 2,000 years. We see this crazy prophecy of Netanyahu who's the next person that's going to be after him. We're seeing this 900-year-old prophecy come to a head. What's going to happen one way or another? And
a major figure on the world stage had a head injury but survived.
Dude, that one's crazy too.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
DJT.
You know, that's like they're saying that was going to be the Antichrist has a head wound.
Nah. I don't count.
It doesn't add up.
I don't count. The ear is not part of the head.
I don't count the ear part of the head.
It doesn't. It's so weird that America is not in the Bible necessarily.
What are you talking about? Read my Bible.
Wait, your Bible has America?
It's called the Continent. That's terrible. I was going to say
There's
the Constitution. I'm a Christian. I don't.
There's
think
a sect
America is God.
of believers in Jesus that think that Jesus came to America. That's all we're going to say. We're going to keep moving.
Isn't there a movie called that?
Yeah, Apocalypto.
I don't know that you even watched that movie.
Mel Gibson directed it, guy. That's the Mayans when they're throwing people's heads off the freaking
Dude, and they like that little
South
slingshot thing like impales the pig. So
Yeah,
cool.
gross.
Not a slingshot, but
Such a good movie. I don't remember it.
I don't remember it at all. I just remember this
Clearly
one
it's a
thing with
movie.
it like
Ben, you haven't talked at all.
I'm just listening. I mean, it's very interesting stuff.
Okay.
Back
Yeah,
to you in the
dude. I
studio.
mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's just enjoying his birthday.
right. Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was the end of the world. But I don't know. I feel like they've probably been saying that.
They've been saying that forever. Every generation thinks it's the end of the world.
And like the fact that the Bible says that no one knows the hour. I don't know. Like, is someone gonna like track it to the
But
end,
certain
you
things
know?
have to happen first.
Yeah,
So the more
Yeah,
things
you're
that
right.
happen, the closer we come.
it's true.
It's true.
Do you think we'll see it in our lifetime?
Do you see it, or do you just disappear?
Ooh.
Post millennialism, pre-millennialism.
Millennialism.
Post trip.
That's all post-trib, pre-trib,
Yeah.
mid-trib stuff.
Yeah.
Millennialism is different.
different.
time.
I don't know shit.
Feel so smart. I don't know where I stand. I might be a mid-tribber. Honestly.
I hate that so much.
No, but like,
Can the camera see his face? Because that was pretty bad.
What's wrong? Listen, brother. Mid-tribber.
I just like I just went through and taught the whole book of Revelation for the first time. This like last year to 2 years ago. It took us a long time to get through it, but it was
that
the first
must be
time that
really weird.
what
Well, I'm just amazed that you taught a
it'd been bad in reverse. All right, so like 2 years ago to last year, we went through Revelation. It was the first time I'd ever like done a deep dive into Revelation and stuff, and so
Pretty wild.
I would like to think that we're pre-tribulation. For those of you that don't know what that means, is like in the end times, there's going to be this crazy amount of pain and destruction and stuff that happens in the world, and so some Christians believe in a pre-tribulation rapture, which means we get taken up and are in heaven while all the crazy bad stuff's happening down here. There's some people that think there's a mid-tribulation rapture, which like partially through the tribulation, Christians get taken up with God and we avoid all the crazy stuff that happens at the very end with like Satan and Antichrist and stuff. And then there's a post-tribulation belief that all the tribulation is going to happen and the remnant that remains is the church, and that's what we are there as we see Christ return and stuff. And so there's three things, and a lot of churches get divided over it, and people get in wars and fight and freak out over it. It doesn't really matter which is which because we're going to figure it out one way or another. Can you stop doing that with your mic? What do you believe?
I feel like I've always been a pre.
Yeah.
But I honestly haven't deep dove, divin,
Depth doved.
depth doved
Yeah.
into that in a while. So I could see my opinion being swayed. But as you said, I think it's a moot point.
Yeah.
But not really, because it's gonna suck if we have to stay.
Right.
So I would hope it's pre.
Yeah.
Daniel.
I've always been pre until maybe this year.
Oh gosh.
So now I'm in between.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm mid. I think it's I thought there was only two options actually.
It's like after the fourth trumpet blows or something, there's like a switch in the way that they start wording things and stuff, and so that's why it's like I don't remember which one it is. It's like
Did you have a specific moment that made you switch from being pre? I'm curious about that.
I think so, but I can't even remember what it was.
Cool.
I'd have to go back and look at it all.
I watched this documentary a while ago.
Left
I think
Behind.
it was Kirk Cameron.
It was more
in
so
it,
the
and-
fact I think that it doesn't specifically say that we would be raptured beforehand anywhere.
Right. But at the same time, like, so my wife and I get in this conversation all the time because I was pre-trib like the whole way.
She's
'cause
super post, right?
She, I don't know where she stands, but I don't think that she ascribes to pre-trib. But she was like, when has God ever, like, kept his people from harm? You know what I mean? Like
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
okay.
Daniel's in Lion's Den.
Jesus was the first firefighter.
That's what's up.
what? What's the word for like the incarnation in the Old Testament? I don't remember.
What do you mean?
Ghost.
There's like a cool
The angel
theological word of like Jesus' appearances.
The angel of the Lord.
Christophanies? Christophanies?
I thought
You very well could be. Okay.
The angel of the Lord.
Wasn't there
Yeah.
another one where the dudes are gonna get like kind of raped up by a whole horde of
dude.
people?
That was Sodom
I
and
was
Gomorrah.
Just
No, that was him.
When
That was,
the angels were like
Wasn't
knocking on the
Sodom,
door, trying to like
Lot-
send out your.
Yeah.
Send out your boys,
that's
man.
Sodom and Gomorrah. They were visiting Lot and they were like banging him
And
out.
Lot
and
said,
said,
"Take my daughters." And
get
stuff.
him on out here. Yeah, and then Lot,
Did
dude,
Did they take the daughters?
they did take the. Oh, well,
It doesn't ever say it.
yeah, actually, I don't know.
They did not.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
I'm pretty sure it was his daughters that he sent out instead of the
I need
angels.
to go read the Bible again,
I'm,
like from front to back.
I would bet money.
No,
on
dude, you
that,
don't have
but
to
I
read
could
it.
be
There's
wrong.
probably a podcast on it.
You're right.
Anyway, dude, so I was listening. There's a podcast I'll plug. I'm not friends of the pod. Haven't met him yet. I would like to reach
Friend
out.
of the pod, friend of the
but
pod.
it was the Bible is funny
Yeah, friend of the show,
podcast. Have
friend
you
of
ever
the
heard of
show.
it?
Nope.
So they go through the Bible and then just kind of
Make fun of it the
irreverent-
whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
Not-
is probably fine for you since you don't believe the Bible.
Oh my gosh! Shots fired.
So anyway, they were talking about like
Wow, dude. Ben finally speaks up.
yeah, exactly.
Why'd you Dr. Pepper?
Talk amongst yourself
Yeah, the
while
caffeine's hitting.
I look this up.
What about the millennialism? That's a very interesting.
Dude, I don't even believe in
What is
millennials.
that?
Honestly, I
Describe
kind of forgot.
millennialism.
I kind of forgot what it is. to be
What
honest.
what era is millennial? Am I a millennial?
Yeah,
Describe
we're
the
all-
pre and
Okay, so hang on. Let me tell you the story that I found.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
Jacob, Israel, is having the 12 tribes,
Yeah.
all his boys, right? The oldest, maybe not the oldest, but when he has Benjamin's mom was his first wife.
Not Netanyahu, correct?
No,
Maybe.
different. Dude, there's a lot of Bens in this podcast. Happy
what-
birthday,
that's what's
bro.
up.
We made
That's
this for
what's
you.
Been there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was trying to think of a joke like that.
Ah, dude. Sick.
So anyway, the wife on her deathbed says, "Name the boy Benoni," and then she dies.
What? Benoni?
Benoni.
Close enough to Ben.
Dude, that's so close to what my nieces call me. It's crazy.
Benoni, right? So Israel, man following God, says, "Bump that. We're naming him Benjamin." She dies, and he changes the name and names him Benjamin. And for now, your name could be Benoni right now.
Dude, you
But
dodged a bullet.
he
there.
said-
Except for literally, my nieces and nephew call me Benaroni, which is almost the exact same thing.
Benaroni.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really funny
It is.
story. He's just like, nope, no, thank you.
Kind of like, wow.
Reminds me of that Pernonin Noobs video.
I'm sorry. What?
It's a Julian Smith.
No clue.
Dude, it's the
This old
bad.
YouTuber, Julian.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the show.
So funny. You need to go watch it. It's called Pernonin or
It's
Ponin.
like-
It's probably called Ponin Noobs, but he's trying to teach his grandmother.
He's talking about grannies.
Yeah, his granny is trying to teach her to say, "I've been all day. I've been trying."
It was
to
like the outtakes
Ponin Noobs
of the show.
And she could not get it right. She just kept saying Pernonin.
She's like, what am I saying? It sounds to me like you're saying ponent. He's like, yes, say ponent. Grannies are pernomen new. Like, all right, okay, Granny, let's try it again.
Early 2000s YouTube.
Is the best.
Great.
So funny.
It was so good. All right, so talk about the millennium.
I don't really. I honestly don't. If you go down it, I'll remember what my stance is on it, but I don't really remember what it is.
Okay, so
To be honest.
premillennial
Okay.
is the
the
millennium of Jesus
will we be
reigning
there?
is going to happen after the rapture and
Yes.
everything. Post-millennial is we're in the millennium right now,
Ah.
and he's going to come at the very end.
And then
Millennial is his 1,000-year reign is figurative and not actually something that's going to happen.
You're
I
probably
feel like
falling in
I'm-
the figurative.
I think we're in it.
Do you have such a judgment on me right now?
I think we're in it now
Do you think we're in the
I would say
millennial?
pre.
Millennium?
because he reigns. Like, haven't you heard the song?
It's a different kind. That's in
They did
Africa.
shout that song. That's very interesting.
Yeah. It's deep theology stuff.
It really is, and people get so sucked into that.
Isms build schisms, bro.
Dude, risen with the tism.
The thing I always come back to is like, do you believe Jesus is the only Son of God? Do you think that Christ was raised from the dead? And do you think that he died for our sins and we're forgiven in his blood? And if your answer is yes, I don't care the other stuff, dude. We're good. You know, there's like, I think I've talked about it on here before, but like state boundaries and national boundaries.
Yeah.
And you can have weird West Virginian
Yeah, I
laws
agree.
if you want,
Oh,
but
dude.
you're still American.
Don't make fun of West Virginia.
Did you know?
What
I just
laws
found
do you
out.
think are weird about West
never mind.
Virginia?
I won't
Dude,
bring
West
it up.
Virginia is like the best state in the union.
I want to know what law you think is weird in West Virginia.
I don't know the laws of West Virginia, but
But
I'm,
what comes
Then
to
don't
mind?
speak on them.
dude, is it something that your wife's family has
No,
history?
no. I'm just curious.
I don't know any. Just West Virginians are typically known for being hillbillies and stuff, and so they have weird laws about marrying cousins and stuff. I don't know.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know
So-
what it is.
so
Let me say, I just looked this up.
Yeah, okay. I
For-
was going to say.
Because I know that-
Undisclosed reason.
Why?
Let me know-
There's 27 states that you're allowed to marry your first cousin.
West Virginia is not one of
I
them.
did know that. I knew that. Most
West Virginia's not.
Yeah, you can
most
do that here, but you can't do it there.
states do not have
Change
to make
my
a law
venue.
not to marry your cousin. West Virginia needs a law.
But I don't think they have one.
Why are you so defensive of West Virginia?
Because it's
Dude, West
the
Virginia's
Mountain Mama.
It's also the best state.
It's
in the entire
almost
country.
heaven.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
hear
almost
the
heaven, bro.
Jim Gaffigan?
Do you believe in
skit,
heaven?
Skit on that. He was
Also, I think he's just talking about Virginia, the western side of Virginia.
Oh, yeah. What
Yeah,
were you
yeah.
talking about?
The Panhandle.
like Southwest Virginia, where all the elk are. We went over
Actually,
this.
that's where everybody who marries their cousin.
Yeah.
Between Tennessee and West Virginia, that little sliver right there.
We don't talk about that. Jim Gaffigan talks about like heaven's just a little better than West Virginia. He's like, I don't know that I want to go there.
Dude, that's so
It's
funny.
great, dude. I love West Virginia.
Dude, West Virginia.
We should all move there.
I'm going there this weekend. Funeral party time.
Nice. Can I come? Fly fish.
Dude, back
I
when
don't think we're gonna have any time to go fly fishing. I wish,
You ever seen the movie A River Runs Through It?
Dude, so good.
but that's Montana.
Still.
Yeah.
I've heard of a river. Have you guys? Do you know that when I was making money, my wife and I really looked into buying 20 acres in West Virginia that was riverfront.
Dude.
And we were close, but then it was like there was all kinds of stipulations and stuff. You couldn't like build anything on it or run four-wheelers or anything on the land or anything.
What?
It was
terrible
so
property.
stupid. I know, it was terrible. So
How can they tell you not to do
I
that?
called
It's
the
West
realtor because it
Virginia.
had been listed for a while. I called her and was like, dude, what's going on with this? And she's like, yeah, you can't see the river from where you're going to build the house. It's all downhill. You can't have all... I'm like, you
all
might be the
downhill.
worst realtor I've ever met in my
But
life.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, she saved me the 2-hour drive. That was awesome. But there's a lot of cheap land for sale. in West
But
Virginia.
why
the
is
best
that the
state.
case?
It-
Did she
it's
say?
it's all the covenants of the. It's a like a neighborhood area of like
yeah,
big
one of those,
lots,
like, not
and they
HOAs,
don't.
but
yeah,
the
it's not
covenants.
a HOA, but it's the covenants that you.
So if
can't
you
go
owned
into.
it, what could you even do with it?
You can build a house and live there.
Look around.
And like have a path down to the river. You could like clear trees and have, but you can't. They don't want riffraff coming in. Did I blow that in your face? I burped and accidentally blew it into Ben's face. I was trying to blow it off camera.
It was green.
That's sharp.
Easy,
a very sharp shoulder.
Morning.
Man, the boys are back, bro.
Sick. Oh man. Whoa. How are we at 50 minutes?
5-0 or
5-0.
Oh, I thought you said 15. I was like, give me a long podcast.
Do you remember before YouTube, what did we used to watch all our videos on?
Nickelodeon.
Fine.
Dude,
No, like on the internet.
Turns
There's
out
like
those-
Strong Bad,
homestarrunner.com.
E-Bombs World.
I will say
I knew
this.
E-Bombs were. I didn't
This is all
watch it.
before my time.
I don't know.
We had dial-up internet until 2008. So I actually know. It was like 2012.
That can't be right. We were watching RG3 in 2012.
I know. I left my parents' house of dial-up internet and moved into the Airly house, and that was the first time I'd had high speed in my life. Blew my mind. Wasted so much work time on Netflix. I said, "Is this what everyone's been doing?"
I couldn't even tell you
Actually,
anything
Dude, it
about
was
that.
so much better back before we didn't have to lean on the internet for everything.
I know. We just would
So
say facts so boldly without
Yeah.
having to back anything up.
But also, like,
People
playing
come to
outside
podcasts
was
with
more
their names.
fun because you didn't have the glories of inside waiting
Right.
for you to come back to.
You know what's funny? So my wife was in California this whole week, and I was watching the 3 older kids, and I literally just took the cords from the TV and I was like, I talked to an Amish man. He said it was okay. Like,
What did you do with the cords?
I kept them in my. What? What happened this time?
What are you talking about?
Somebody burped.
Probably Steve. He's been
Probably
burping
you.
into
It
his arm
wasn't
this whole night.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway,
You're
so
just the most full glass.
Somebody get this man some Tums.
that means I didn't drink enough. You guys all finished yours.
Can you guys
yeah,
take
but you
mine
had
so I
the
don't feel bad?
most.
You did.
No, I'm not going to drink it after your lips
the,
have
the
touched
past
it.
two, the past
I
two
don't blame him.
times.
No, that's a rule that goes for everybody. I don't drink after people. That's
Even your
disgusting.
wife?
Well, obviously, I'll drink that all day.
So,
Healthy marriage.
the last 2 times that I've been hanging out with Ben, let me tell you how great this man is on his birthday. Okay,
He's
so
great.
we have a
Wait,
podcast.
you haven't hung out with him since his last 2 birthdays?
Yeah, right, exactly. So we have the movie night for Justin Snyder's
Jay Snide,
movies.
great guest, by the way. You should have him on your podcast.
This man,
He was on my podcast.
Ben's whole fridge full of Dr. Pepper, right?
Heck yeah.
So we all get Dr. Pepper and Raisin Canes because Stu brought the
Oh
Raisin
yeah, I
Canes.
owe you for that. Still,
And so I drink a Dr. Pepper, but a can of Dr. Pepper goes real fast if you're spending it all night on
And
a
you got Raisin Canes.
thing.
It's like, yeah.
So I'm like, Ben, am I fat if I go get another Dr. Pepper? He's like, no, dude, go get one. I'm like, dude, it feels a little fat. And he's like, you know what? Bring me one. And so I brought him a Dr. Pepper and got myself a Dr. Pepper, and I start drinking. At the end of the night, I look over. He didn't open it. He's a jerk.
He just wanted, he either wanted,
He wanted
you,
me to get it.
or he wanted you to have that moment at the end of the night where you're just like, it's like, oh, gosh.
Fast forward. This
4D,
past
4D chest, dude.
this past Wednesday, right? I have to ferry. It was Tuesday. I had to ferry a plane from one airport to the other airport where I'm going to be doing my test. And so because of that, I need to ride back to my car, which is 40 minutes away. And so I texted you with your broken foot, and you said you couldn't do it. I didn't text you because you were busy. My wife was going to the airport or something.
Loser.
I didn't have a ride.
I have
so
a life.
Ben steps up and he said, "Yeah, dude, I'll do it." And so he picks me up, and I'm offering to pay him. I'm offering to get him dinner and everything else. He's like, "Dude, I brought you Dr. Pepper, and I brought me a Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
Check out my cup holders are cool. They blow cold air on it and
Are
everything.
you serious?
no, they don't blow cold air.
They keep your drink cold
Yeah, they have a thing that
or
yeah,
warm.
it's just really cold. It's like I don't know, it's stupid.
It's cool.
It's super cool.
Super cool.
So I'm so pumped about
They
it.
also heat things too.
I crack my Dr. Pepper and drink. We get to Orange. I look down. He didn't even touch it.
Dude,
He just keeps baiting
is
me
sniping
to
you with
prove
the
how
Dr.
fat I am.
what a legend.
I cannot believe that you pay attention to that guy.
Dude, he's been helping me paint, and if he comes over to my house with 2 Dr. Peppers, I now know it's trap. No
How
shot.
yeah,
you
you-
guys
you
still
open it
painting?
first.
I feel like you've been painting for like 3 months.
It's
Well,
my fault.
how slow are you
It's
at painting?
been like 7 to 8 months, to be honest. It's my fault. 100% my fault.
Well, he's been like super busy, and he insists on helping me instead of just letting me get into his house.
I do insist on helping. I want to learn.
Yeah, well, that's
you want to learn how to paint?
yeah, it's
Correct.
insane.
Dude, I keep telling him he has the coolest job ever. He's the coolest.
It is the coolest job ever.
It is.
It's the chillest job ever.
It's
for
so
sure.
It is so chill.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit your knee.
I'm going to need your
I
help
like
too.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for you to say that.
I've been actually purposely not asking you.
How's it looking over?
Because of
Well,
me.
we'll talk about this later.
Don't look at the unpainted wall behind you.
Oh, God.
I did
Dude,
I did
dude,
that
I could
drywall
paint
work. Well, it's not even done by the way. It needs a lot more drywall.
I
work.
know. I've been scared to touch this cornering because it was such a gap or whatever. You were telling me not to mess
Hey,
with
shout out to our new podcast room
the studio, bro.
studio. It's
You know
pretty
what's really cool? I was telling my wife about it, and
like
she
it.
came down and looked at it, and she's like, "We should really paint it black." I'm like, "You might be the coolest wife ever." She's like, "That way, because we have a
Actually,
projector
We should paint this
above
thing
it.
black.
above us."
Listen to the song.
She's like, "We could, set it up like a movie room with the projector and stuff."
Oh,
I'm
heck
like,
yeah.
"Who are you,
Is this after she went to California?
dude?" Yeah. So she's probably
California's a good thing for your wife.
probably
For our wives.
No, it was actually literally the worst trip that
Your wife
for
went?
her.
No.
Oh,
But if she lets me build a movie room, I might. let
She
her
took
go.
the baby, and the baby was not good the whole trip. Like it was just like
That's rough.
she's updated me throughout the week, and the whole time I'm having like the easiest parenting week of my life. Like it was going from like 3 kids and then a baby to just 3 kids that you don't have to be like constantly hounding or doing X, Y, and Z stuff.
That's probably a world.
It was the vacation. Like it was the easiest I've had parenting since I was married.
Okay.
And then she's sending me text updates and stuff of like she was not having a good time with the baby, and
You're like,
she almost
"Oh,
missed her flight, and
sorry."
she's almost doing this and that and this and that, and I was like, she's gonna murder me when I get home. And so I go to pick her up yesterday at the airport, and yesterday, and it's like dumping rain, and it's like standstill traffic at the airport. I can't get over to the curb to her, so I'm like texting her like, "Hey, can you run out here?" And she, dude, it's the dog fart all over again. So she is like coming through this like monsoon rain with the baby in this wagon and all her luggage. And I'm still in the car, so she's like, "Get out of the car!" So I like jump out and like I'm starting to help her. And apparently, at one point while they're coming, our baby took a shoe off and just chucked it.
Wow.
And she didn't see it, and so that even made her. She was not a happy camper. And so I get the baby, throw all the stuff in the back, and get her in the car. And she's like, "You didn't even clean off the seat." I was like, "I'm so sorry." And then like I just didn't talk.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I know that she's like she has had a horrible trip,
Yeah.
so it was just one of those like venting things. And I just didn't talk for the first like 15 minutes. we're just going home.
Smart.
But I got her kava, and then she was chill. So
Good choice.
good choice, dude.
That's all right.
I might like kava.
Oh, I love
I like
kava.
kava.
I hate that I do.
No, it's amazing. It's Chipotle just with different ingredients.
You got something?
I mean, I've never been more disappointed in a group of men before.
Dude, it's not. Do you
I've
like
been
Greek
there.
food?
I've been there.
Mediterranean or
Yeah, I love
Did say
Greek
it that
food.
way?
Real Greek food.
What food?
Mediterranean.
That's my West Virginia accent coming out. Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. Is it? Were we talking about Italian? On the
Yeah,
pod?
people
Yeah.
say Italian. It makes me laugh every time I hear it.
Dude, it's amazing though. Why don't you like kava?
It's so good, dude.
I've heard they have great opening ceremonies in the Mediterranean.
Mediterranean?
The Mediterranean.
No.
Oh,
I don't know anything about their opening ceremonies, but I know they have
You
good
call
food
them
at kava.
gyros or heroes in
It's
America.
pronounced heroes.
dude, yeah.
But when you order, what do
When
you
you
Gyro,
order-
absolutely.
like, give me one of them gyros.
Yeah, gyro.
Yeah.
Is it acai berry or acai or whatever?
Oh, dude, I call it
Acai.
acai.
Can I get?
Apparently, it's
Yeah.
not. It's
And a-
acai.
Acai berry.
Picai.
I don't. ever order anything that would start with acai berry.
Is it pecan or pecan?
From Tropical Smoothie?
I don't ever go to tropical. You go to tropical smoothie, and you're gonna hate on me
Ben,
for
that's
liking
way
You go to
worse.
Trosmo, bro?
Although we used to
I'm
go,
sorry, what is-
I like
Dude, he's
smoothies.
a Trosmo. Dang, dude, you're.
we used to go every single morning. on the way to work.
$35 for a freaking smoothie and a sandwich.
Yeah, dude, I can't go there.
$35.
Dog, I guarantee. Dude, the smoothies are probably $15 with the ones with protein in them.
I think
you're wrong.
I think you can get a sandwich because I just did this like last week. You can get like one of those flatbread sandwiches in a.
It's a half sandwich, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's like the full size, but it
Who
is
can
like
afford
a
a
half
full
sandwich.
sandwich anymore?
And then
In this economy,
and a smoothie, and I think it's like 13 something.
That's not bad.
really?
I mean, and you also get a bag of chips.
Oh.
Dude, I got
So kind of
Kava.
Kava for $10.
Oh, dude.
Pretty
That's why.
pumped about that.
That's why Kava and Chipotle
Kava's
are the best.
amazing, dude. Yeah. Also, Chipotle, so amazing.
It's the. You don't
I'm-
like Chipotle, do you? It makes me so
I love
angry,
Chipotle.
Dude. Chipotle is probably my favorite place.
Why?
To get food.
It's so
Because
good.
It's a
You
great
get-
place to
there's
go
no
for
bang for
one
your-
thing.
There's no bang for your buck like Chipotle.
Hey, you guys want
It's
to hear something funny?
healthy and it's amazing. It's $10.
Back in 2020,
This is a Stuart
I had
story.
COVID. When I got COVID for the first time. I had been sick for like a couple of days or whatever, and was feeling better.
He did it to us with the cupcake as well.
He really did. He just licked the icing off one side.
No, I didn't.
Oh, dude, he just unwrapped it to put his gum in it.
run
My
right
God.
come down there. Yeah.
See if I ever get you a birthday cake again.
No, I love this. So I went in, or I had COVID, and I think I had been sick for or I had gotten it like 4 or 5 days earlier, and I don't know, whatever. But I wanted Chipotle so bad, so I was like, well, I gotta just go get Chipotle.
It's like pregnancy cravings.
Yeah, so I went and got Chipotle, and this was back when like everybody was like, you need to be like quarantined out or whatever, and I went in there, and you two were in there eating.
Me and him?
Yeah. And I snuck behind you without you seeing me because I didn't want to be judged for being out with COVID, and I just bailed.
I remember you telling me that, and I was like, dude, that's the dumbest. Like,
I know. After I admitted
we
that
were
to you,
out during COVID, and you didn't want to be judged for being.
well, I had COVID.
Who cares?
he's just
And when I said that,
polluting everyone.
when I said it to Steve, I was like, "Yeah, I didn't want to look like I was being irresponsible." And Steve was like, "I don't care about that."
When did we get Chipotle together?
It was
Back
back,
in
when
2020.
you were coming to the church and we were tight and friends.
Dude,
and you showed up to stuff,
Shut up.
and it was great. It was a good time.
Stop.
I wish I was invited.
Well, you were
Why did
in
you
California.
leave? Did
so.
you want to have a Bible teacher who believed in the Bible?
Even he had been going through Revelation for like 5 years at that point.
Or was it his Dr. Pepper consumption?
It wasn't a
He was
consumption;
out
it was
of
just the
control.
burp.
It was almost like a cult. Like every time you'd walk in, you like need to drink a Dr. Pepper.
I could deal with it with the fatness. It's just the burping in everyone's face.
He was burping towards me.
It's like a cloud in the air.
Yeah, dude, that's one thing that the studio needs is ventilation.
Yeah.
We got a fan.
There's.
Why didn't you list that among our assets?
If we were to have a fire, we'd be fanless.
We are at 1 hour and 3 minutes, folks,
All right.
and we are.
We should wrap it up.
cruising on the material.
It's starting to spiral out of control.
For the
we-
fifth time.
Luke, thank you for joining us.
Hey,
We'll let
don't
you
treat me
know.
like a guest.
We'll let you know next time. We want you.
If we don't have a guest, we
Put
got
me
to
back
pull
in
our
the group chat.
B League.
All right.
We're
Well,
literally 2 group chats ago.
Oh my gosh.
that is true.
Two.
Though.
How'd the guitar fare? What's the damage?
Well, all the strings are still on. But anyway, well,
Close us out, Ben.
this week, everyone, while you're out doing your thing, just remember, we're either pre-trib, post-trib, or mid-trib. So I guess we won't ever really know.
Say your prayers.
So blessings to all of you in podcast land.
Goodbye.
Bye.